The energy demand of India is on a constant rise, with bulk of the fuel requirement met by fossil fuels and only a negligible portion met by biofuels. Domestic biofuels provide a strategic opportunity to the country as they reduce the nation's dependence on imported fossil fuels. Ethanol is one of the principal biofuels which is naturally produced by the fermentation of sugars by yeasts or via petrochemical processes such as ethylene hydration. Ethanol blended petrol is a less polluting fuel and offers equivalent efficiency at lower cost than petrol. For India, the availability of large arable lands, surplus production of food grains and sugarcane, availability of technology to produce ethanol from these plant-based sources make the 20% ethanol blending in petrol not only a national imperative but also an important strategic requirement. India has advantageously achieved its target of blending 10% sugarcane extracted ethanol in petrol ahead of schedule. As India is one of the world's biggest oil importing nation, the Honorable Prime Minister of India, Shri Narendra Modi, has been rooting for the nation's energy independence.
हमें आत्मनिर्भर बनना है हमारे एनर्जी सेक्टर में। हमें आत्मनिर्भर बन करके इन व्यवस्थाओं को आगे बढ़ाना होगा।
Accordingly, on the World Environment Day of 2021, a roadmap for ethanol blending in India by 2025-26 was released. The Ministry of Petroleum and Natural Gas, under the adept leadership of Shri Hardeep S. Puri, Honorable Minister of Petroleum and Natural Gas and Housing and Urban Affairs, is strategically promoting the ethanol blended petrol program, which is aimed at enhancing the nation's energy security and reducing its import dependency on fuel. Progressive measures have been initiated to put in place a favorable regulatory and retail ecosystem for safe and effective use of ethanol blended petrol. The revolutionary initiative will support the nation in accruing immense benefits such as saving Rs 30,000 crores per annum on foreign exchange per year, enhancing energy security and self-reliance, lowering carbon emissions, ensuring use of damaged food grains, increasing farmers' incomes, employment generation, and greater investment opportunities. With the recently approved interest subvention incentives for grain-based distilleries, the target of 20% blending of petrol in the country by 2025 thus appears feasible and within reach. India's oil marketing companies are gearing up for a phased rollout and additional ethanol plants are being commissioned accordingly. The ministry is meticulously working towards substantially enlarging ethanol tankage capacity, setting up of new ethanol distilleries, and to ease interstate movement of denatured ethanol. Indian Oil is augmenting the ethanol tankage capacity to 435 TKL, which is equivalent to around 40 days demand coverage. Indian Oil, the diversified energy major of the nation, has been actively playing its part in the initiative, performing at the forefront. Being a future-ready enterprise, Indian Oil, through its progressive measures, has embarked upon the ambitious journey that will support the nation in swiftly progressing towards achieving blending of 20% ethanol in petrol by the year 2025. Accordingly, Indian Oil is expediently working on augmenting the ethanol tankage capacity of the nation to meet the annual demand of around 4,500 TKL. In order to reach ethanol to every demand center, Indian Oil is strategically developing ethanol hubs at Panipat, Solapur, Ratlam, Mathura and Barauni, enhancing rail unloading facilities at 7 locations and ethanol tank truck loading facilities at locations where rail unloading facility is not available. Indian Oil, in addition to developing its ethanol production and handling facilities, has identified around 35 retail outlets for the first phase in 11 states and union territories for launching the E20 grade fuel far ahead of the target date of 1st of April 2023. Furthermore, retail outlets will be added in tandem with availability of E20 compliant vehicles. Through its multi-pronged expansion drives, Indian Oil is determined to ensure ethanol's presence across the length and breadth of the nation. The Government of India, with its revolutionary initiatives, is on track to achieve the target of 20% blending by 2025-26, firming its commitment to protecting the environment and in doing so, manifesting the true spirit of Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, one earth, one family, one future. Indian Oil takes pride in energizing the nation's transitioning to a thriving low-carbon economy. Let's together support this ambitious and calibrated transition towards an E20 regime, which would expectedly impact every stakeholder in the ecosystem in myriad ways.